To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris, and you're listening to a podcast that believes in dreams, that places trust in the magic of imagination, that is always the first star to the right, and where the light in the window is always on. Join as we discuss the views from Walt's apartment.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another rousing episode of Walt's Apartment Presents. We are the offshoot of our main show, and we'd like to have special guests on here and have fun. We just started this show a few months ago, but we're excited. So excited. We have an awesome guest on tonight. We have Tabitha and Sean from the Magic on Main Street podcast.
Hello.
So excited to have you guys on. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're wonderful. Thank you for having us. We're really excited to be here.
Of course.
It's an honor. Yeah.
I saw you did something a couple weeks ago, and we go into our chat. I have like 10 hosts on the show, and we kind of always like, hey, anyone have an issue with this person? And I always say, anyone have an issue with Main Street? Oh no, I love them. I saw some of his stuff the other day, and he's hilarious. Yeah, so we kind of did, but you guys are great. Your channel is great. The channel, is it more of a podcast or is it more you?
It's turning more into a YouTube. We've been doing a podcast for the past seven years, maybe 6 or 7 years. And just in the
6 years. It was November 2019.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So
we started ours in COVID because of COVID.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we started just before, and we were like starting to get some really good traction, and then all of a sudden
we're doing a lot of in-park news, everything that was going on, and then there was nothing going on.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. So why would you start a Disney podcast in the middle of COVID? Like everything's closed. Disneyland was closed for like a year and a half, it seemed like. But
yeah, it became like cooking videos and like favorite memories and things like that. But yeah, it's turning more into like the YouTube stuff where we're doing our big thing right now is Our Last Trip. We call it that. At first it was for the shock value to be like, oh my God, they're not going anymore. And but now it's just kind of like stuck. And so it's just kind of a video diary of what we did during the day. And it's just like, no frills, no fluff. We consider
all
ourselves
vibes.
kind of like, all vibes. We kind of consider ourselves the anti-influencers because we're not trying to sell Disneyland to anybody. We're just let people kind of hang out with us in our world.
Yeah, because if you go, it doesn't matter to me. I go. That's all that matters.
Right. And your guys' videos are hilarious. And like,
Thank you.
I think one the other day, your daughter, Kenzie, congratulations on the junior. And today's the first day. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. But the video, I think the other day was Tabitha and Kenzie were in and she said, can I have these ears? And you're like, no. And she like stomped it. And you're like, okay, cool. But I mean, so is her name Mackenzie?
It's just Kenzie. Yeah,
it is Kenzie. Okay.
Our last name is McCready, so Mackenzie McCready would have been really cruel. So I would.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, that video, it's people say it's funny, but that's actually a documentary of. Can I please? Okay.
I will say, and I shared this video you posted the other day. Our show is called Walt's Apartment, obviously. Yeah. And you did the video the other day when you literally walked by and said, if you don't wave or say goodbye, are you really at Disneyland? And I'm like, I don't wave goodbye. I'll just kind of, but when I get there, every time I'll walk in and I'll just, every single time people are, you're an idiot. I'm like, okay, you say what you want. That's what I do.
I have my things. You have yours. Leave me alone.
I literally have the Walt's Apartment window tattooed on my arm. I mean, come on, let's, And then
it used to be our tradition to walk out on Disneyana side, and we'd pop into Disneyana and check out the art and see what we couldn't afford and all that stuff. And but then it was like, why am I not walking by Walt and saying thank you every night? So I don't like out loud like scream thank you. I just in my head kind of like, hey, thanks, Walt. Like we appreciate what you built. Thank you for having this kind of thing.
I literally walk in on Disneyana side and we'll literally do the same thing, but across the way. But you're right. I leave that time every night. You leave out towards the right.
Yeah. I have to say goodnight to Walt.
Yeah, you have to. So Sean, you, and I'm not going to, the reason I asked about Kenzie's name is because I have a daughter named Mackenzie and your name is Sean and my name is Sean.
Hilarious.
That's funny.
That is so, hang on.
And the only difference is that we spell our names wrong.
Right.
So I don't
know. Mine right. Yours is.
Mine actually is spelled like the way it sounds.
Right.
But that's okay.
What's your middle name?
My daughter's name? My middle name?
Your middle name.
Lee.
Oh, okay. Mine's
Okay.
Matthew.
Kenzie's is Lee.
Kenzie's is Lee.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
This
Well,
is very weird.
This is awkward as hell already. Okay. But yeah. So you have this. This is you've been doing this podcast for you said like 6 or 7 years, and you also have the Dads of Main Street, which I just literally found out about like today, as I was watching. Like you said, you're talking about coming up the Disney Dads. You're talking about your influential Disney Dads.
Yeah.
I will start listening to the show because I think I told you before what my email is literally Disney, and I won't say the rest because I don't need thousands of emails. but real quick before we get on, because I will squirrel all day long. Who is the best Disney dad in your guys' opinion?
Walt Disney.
Man, okay, that's now come on.
Okay,
that's
cheating. That's cheating. So we actually just had this conversation on the last podcast that just came out today. It was basically so there's always like the movies that made us, and so we took it a step further and it was like the Disney dads that made us kind of thing.
Okay.
And I would say honestly, I think it's Mufasa. I think that he was a good leader, he was a good parent, and even from the grave, he was still influencing his kid to be a good human being and know who he is and remember who he is. And so I think Mufasa, but a close second. I didn't say this one on the show. Somebody else picked it, but Riley's dad from Inside Out, because he's just a real dude. Like he is a real dude. Not thinking about hockey, but he's also being a good supportive dad. So like I think Riley's dad is pretty solid. That's
a good one.
Tabitha, how about you? Who do you think's the best Disney daddy?
Just from eavesdropping on their podcast, I don't remember which one of them said it, but I fully agree. Alan Matthews from Boy Meets World. Great.
Oh gosh, that is a good one.
Great father.
That was good.
And he supported that large family in that big old house on a salary working at a grocery store.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Must have been like a Gelson's or something like that.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. We had that conversation on our show before Father's Day, and Mufasa was picked like the most. Someone picked Darth Vader because they're a smart ass. I picked Goofy. I think Goofy's like just the ultimate dad. I mean, the dude will do anything for his kids, and he's just like, but
no, he was on my list for sure. He's a great dad, and he met Max where he was, and he finally understood like, hey, I gotta kind of adjust my way of thinking, and he planned a really cool trip, and I think Goofy's he's the man.
Another skirt off of what we're talking about. I will say this, Sean, like your posts on your TikTok and your reels, you just come up and say like Baymax was this, and I'm like, dude, this is just so cool. I'm like, what's he gonna say this time? What's he gonna say this time? You just like say, or like I think today was Hercules. Was it Hercules or something?
Today was Hercules. Yeah. So, dude, I literally woke up one morning.
I was super sick that day. You were
sick,
bored.
I was bored out of my mind. We were supposed to go to Disneyland that day, and I woke up and we've been kind of having a rough time lately, just with like work and just stuff. And so I woke up kind of feeling down, and I was like, man, I need to hit some affirmations. And I was looking through and I was like, these all suck. I'm going to make my own. And so I literally recorded like 50 of them that morning, just one after another. I picked a character and I was like,
I woke up like randomly throughout them, and all of a sudden I could just hear you saying like other Disney characters. And I was just like, what is going on in the living room?
But people have loved them. And I'm like, I don't care if they get millions of hits, but if if a few people see them and hear them and they're a little bit inspired, that's all I care about.
They're cool. They're cool as hell. And it's like, okay.
So today's was the newest format I came up with. I was like, why am I not putting a little bit more effort into these? So there's like a little bit of a transition and some music to back it. So it's a little bit more inspiring, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, they're called magical affirmations. Yeah, they're pretty fun.
They're perfect. So let's talk about you guys. Sean, you used to be a Disney cast member, correct?
I did, yeah. Back in like late 90s, early 2000s. I don't remember. It was between 99 and 2001. I know I was there for ECA opening. I know that.
Okay.
Because I got to test a few rides and I was there for the grand opening.
Right on.
But I don't remember if I was there for a year and a half, 2 years, I don't remember. But I worked on the Davy Crockett, good Lord, the Davy Crockett Explorer canoes.
Come on now, that's fun.
It was it was actually my third job. I didn't need the job. I wanted to work at Disneyland.
That's fair.
And so I had applied for Jungle Cruise. I mean, who doesn't want to work?
Wouldn't?
And they didn't have any openings, and they finally called me. They're like, "We got an opening for you." And I was like, "Oh, sweet, on Jungle Cruise?" They're like, "No, on Astro Orbiter." And I was like, "No, thank you." And they were like kind of dumbfounded. They're like, "Okay, well, do you want us to keep you on the list?" I was like, "Yeah, if Jungle Cruise opens up." They finally
Jungle Cruise, yeah.
They've called me back and they're like, "We have something similar." And I'm like, "No, you don't." And they're like, "The Davy Crockett Explorer canoes." I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe. Let's see." It was a blast. I got paid to, get a tan, work out, and tell jokes all day.
That's so cool. What do you, if you want to share, what do you do now? Is this your job?
I do marketing and communications.
Okay.
So for a variety of different types of businesses. Most recently, it was for a lot of in the solar industry. I was working for a solar conference. But yeah, now I'm kind of I have a couple more clients in solar and not. Yeah, just kind of marketing in general.
Good for you. And this leads me to my congratulations here for Miss Tabitha.
Tabitha
put on her Instagram, I guess late last night or early this morning.
Yeah.
Just got a job at Disneyland.
I did.
That is so cool.
I just actually went through traditions over the weekend and started my department training today. Yeah, today. So I'll be working in the DVC lounge at Disneyland.
That's so cool. What I noticed in your post was you had your name tag out there and it said Camarillo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from Simi Valley. So originally, so I'm like, oh my God, Camarillo. So
I was born and raised. I was born at St. John's Pleasant Valley Hospital, and I lived there like my entire life until we moved in together.
And it wasn't a question either. I was like, what city are you going to put on your name tag? Because when I was there, we didn't have cities. Like mine just says Sean. So I was like, what city are you going to put? Are we going to put, we live in Monrovia now. Are you going to put Camarillo? And she's like, Camarillo. I'm going to
absolutely
my home.
Strawberries. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
But congratulations. That's so cool.
Thank you so much.
She's a perfect fit for it. And I know I'm biased because she is my wife, but we do DVC. She plans every single trip of ours. She knows DVC in and out. And when she had the opportunity to even apply for it, I was like, if they don't hire you, they're crazy. And she sat on the bench for a little bit, waiting for them to call. And then they finally called and it was like, you're a shoo-in. So it's a good fit.
I'd love to get you back on once you're there for a while and talk about DVC, because we actually have another show called Extra Magic Hour, which is just parks. It's just park centric. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I'd love to just hear all about DVC. I don't know. Are you allowed to do podcasts as a Disney employee?
Yeah. I need to make sure that everybody knows that the views and opinions that are expressed are not associated with the Walt Disney Company.
There you go. Just put it across the bottom of your screen. Congrats.
I know.
The fast disclaimer voice.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Congratulations for sure.
Thank you very much.
So your guys' podcast is the three of you. Kenzi's not, and it's just like you said, it's just so much fun. I love watching. I don't know why I like this. I love watching people eat and try food. Yeah. I think it makes me feel bad because I live 6 hours away from there and can't always come down. So I'm like, okay, they're trying that. I have hosts that go down and try stuff and we'll report back. But it's like, damn, that's just cool. But you guys, your interaction with the Red Guardian was just amazing.
Thank you.
So
I was so excited to do that. I started cosplaying as the Red Guardian right before Thunderbolts came out. And I finally finished my costume like a couple days before we had gone to a screening. And it was so cool to like see the character on screen and then meet him in real life, so I got to learn who he was to play him like at these events that I do, like charity events and things like that. But then seeing him in the park was like,
oh God, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
We both kind of have the same kind of look.
Exactly.
So literally, one of my sponsors they were down at Adventureland Days and they found this gentleman that works over by the Jungle Cruise. Yeah. And literally a spitting image of me. I thought he was the guy that played the Red Guardian because we have kind of the same build. But
does he work on the Jungle Cruise?
I don't know. That day he was wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, and
is his name Matt?
I would have to check. I have it in our
Discord. I met him yesterday, honestly.
I would have to check and see. It might be it's Matt or Brian. It's
got to be the same guy.
Looks exactly like me because they actually showed him a picture of me, like with my arms crossed like this in front of and he took the same exact picture, and it's like, holy crap. And I'll send it to you when we're done here. I have to find it in our Discord.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think I met him yesterday.
It might be Matt. It's Matt or Brian. It's one of those two. The dude looks just like us.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I
us
mean,
because we look a little bit alike.
Person. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bald, so that's about the only difference. Oh shit. Okay.
We're the same.
All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay.
That's why I was so stoked when I saw the trailer for Thunderbolts, because he shaved his head. Because I had seen his character in Black Widow, and I was like, oh, that's a cool character. I'd love to play that. He's got a beard. It's cool, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just wear a wig. But then when the Thunderbolts trailer came out, I was like, oh shit, he shaved his head. So I was like, in.
Yeah, you're popular. I have one of my other hosts, Alex from the Disney Universe podcast, sent me a picture.
We met him at Warped Tour.
The big guy.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
He sent me a picture and said, I fucking love this guy. I'm so excited to hear your conversation. So shout out to Alex.
He tapped me on the shoulder. We were watching, I don't remember who we were watching at Warped Tour, but he's like, hey, are you the Mad Hatter? And I was
dying behind you like that.
Or maybe he said Magic on Main Street. One of the two. He called me by a screen name, and I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, I do this podcast. I was like, that's awesome. Let's hook up. Shoot me a message. And so
he messaged us afterwards, and he was like, I'm so sorry I didn't say hi to the rest of the family. I had just noticed his tattoo, and I realized who he was, but I was standing behind him the whole time because we were like halfway through day 2, and I was just like, please, nobody even look at me. I'm so tired.
It was hot.
I'm looking at, actually, I don't think I can.
Yep, that's it. Yeah. It was so fun. That was I was so glad to meet him. That was so
he said he's such so like, I can't wait to hear your conversation. So he told me to say hey. So hey, Alex.
I'll have to shoot him a message after this. What a cool guy. That was
he's so much fun. He's so much energy.
No, actually, during your intro, I saw his picture. I was like, that's that guy. That's my friend.
What got you guys into loving Disney? Just like your Disney story. I ask everyone that's on kind of like their Disney story. What brought you guys?
Yeah. Ever since I was little, it wasn't like we didn't go like a whole lot, but my mom made sure that she saved up and we went on one trip a year. So it was always this really big thing that I looked forward to so much, and that I knew that my mom was working so hard for. And I just kept that love my entire life. And Lion King was always my favorite. And my mom will tell anybody who will listen that I wore out multiple VHS tapes of The Lion King because I would make her rewind it so many times. And I never lost the love for that magic or wanting to go and be in that sort of environment. So when I turned 18 and I was making my own money, I was like, I'm getting an annual pass. And
there you go.
I've had one ever since. And there's just nothing that can make me stop loving it.
Yeah, I got into it much later in life. I don't have very many memories of Disney as a kid. I do have a very vivid memory of going with my dad on the speedboats over in Fantasyland.
Like they're so fast.
Kind of like
so fast.
Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
So I remember that, but I don't have very many memories of Disneyland. But I started going as a teen. I went with my cousin once. I went a few times for Thanksgiving. But then when I was like, I could go and take friends or take a date or whatever. And so I started going more as a teen. And then my late teens, early 20s, I started working there. And it wasn't until I learned the story of Walt Disney, why he started the parks, their phenomenal customer service, guest satisfaction, the on stage aspect of, being in costume and playing a role. It wasn't until I went through like traditions that I was like, I fucking love this. Like, this is so cool. And being there, like, you're carefree and you don't think about anything else. So then, I'd go off and on, but when Kenzie was 4, we were living in Colorado at the time. I was transitioning to move back to California. And I took her to Disneyland and I was like, I want to do this all the time. And so when I decided to move back to California, I was like, first thing I'm doing, I'm getting annual passes. And I did. And we were there every weekend. And, it got to the point where we'd be standing in line and she's like, we'd meet people because I just meet people because that's what
Because Sean doesn't stop talking ever.
I don't. And
I think it goes with the name. I'm the same way.
It's a Sean thing.
There are so many times where I'm like, hey, we don't have to make friends in this drive-through. Like, you don't have to talk.
Why not?
Like, and I say, why not?
We can literally just go on with our day, but he cannot.
No. So we would make friends in line, and then Kenzie would be like, oh, are we going to hang out with them again? I'm like, no, we don't know them. They are going back home or whatever. And so I started like meeting more friends. That's where and you had mentioned, we'll talk about it when you're ready for it, but that's kind of how like the social club kind of thing started for else. But then one day, so we were going a lot and we were making friends and it was awesome. And I got involved in like Facebook groups and, learning to, find where the people were. And I met Tabitha in a Facebook group. And then we decided we were going to meet in person at on Dapper Day, and kind of full circle now. So we met there. We hung out there a lot. All of our dating was at Disneyland. I decided to propose to her. I did it at the caricatures outside of Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right on.
And now, all those years later, now she's working in the spot that we met. Because the DVC Lounge was the Interventions building, and we met in the Interventions.
That's so cool. I love that. That is. So you said late 20s you worked at Disneyland. So I think we're pretty much the same age. Probably.
I'm 46 a couple weeks
ago.
Oh
man. I'm 51. So
okay. Close.
Close. But yeah, that's what a cool story. Those caricatures are so cool. I remember a couple of years ago when my son was going to propose to his girlfriend. We got down there. I used to live in Oregon. We lived in Oregon for 20 years. And I moved, and then we went down there. I'm going to propose, Dad. Can you get me one of those caricatures? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I actually used my pass, went in the day we first got there, tried to get it. They said, we don't do this anymore. I'm like, you don't make the things. And I'm like, I'll pay you whatever you want. So literally they did it, which was very cool. But that's so cool that you guys,
yeah, we were there the other day. My friend was trying to get a caricature, and they don't even have you sit down anymore. They take a picture of you.
It's completely different, but it's cool.
It's bizarre. But anyway, so that was our thing. But just like the legacy of Walt Disney is something that's huge. Like we have pictures of just us on our walls. Like there's not a lot more on our walls besides just like Disney things. But we do have a portrait of Walt Disney.
We do.
That's amazing.
Our Lord and Savior.
Yep.
But yeah, like
our Lord and Savior Walt.
We will say like
as a joke,
praise Walt.
Please give we'll do like a funny like Walt Disney prayer at dinner or something.
Oh no, we do not do that. Sean does that. He made that up on one of our Disney World vacations, and I was like, this is the weirdest thing that we've ever done. We can't let anybody hear this like outside of our table.
Come on, I think it's great.
But we always end our podcast shows with a quote from Walt Disney. A friend of mine got me his quote book so that I had more material. But yeah, we just love Walt Disney. He's everything he built was great.
Yeah, absolutely. My other arm is that's the partner statue right there.
I love it. Yes.
And the castle and the Matterhorn and Big Thunder Mountain.
That's so good.
When I got the partner statue, it was the first thing. I was just going to do that. And my tattoo guy said, hell no, I'm going to draw the castle. I said, you're out of your damn mind. If I'm going to let you draw the castle. And he drew the castle on my arm. I'm like, dude, whatever.
Wow.
You can do whatever you want now. But same thing. I completely feel you. I mean, I'm driven by like Walt's freaking like, oh, tell me I can't do it. Fuck with me and find out if I can do it or not. It's just that personality and that drive, and that's what drives us to do our show and stuff. So I think that's so cool. We could
have you seen Magical Life yet?
I have not. I've not been down there yet. My pass right now is only the Enchant because I but sure. I do plan on coming. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah, we have. And everybody was trashing the animatronic, and I'm not one of those. I think it's a very charming show, but the pre-show out in the lobby is a lot of people that worked with him, and they were just like, this guy, there was no such thing as perfect. You could always do better. And that went into even like Disneyland. It's never going to be finished. It's always going to be working as long as there's imagination. And so I love that. I love the idea of that. And
for sure.
I love Walt.
Absolutely. And it's like I can't wait to see it. I'll be that guy, that big old fat bald guy sitting there just crying.
Yeah, I was in tears. I did it again yesterday, and I was
I don't know how you couldn't. I mean, people everyone has said looks weird on thing, but when you look at it in person, it's like he's looking at you. And I think, well, Disney ever looked at me directly? I'm done. And
it's such a charming story. Like it's because you're hearing it from him. You're hearing him tell you a story. Whether you're looking at the animatronic or not, he's telling you a story, and that's something we don't get to see very much anymore. Because I can't wait to see. I'll be down hopefully in September. Well, I hope that we get to see you when you're down.
Yeah, we'll figure it. We'll make it work for sure. Yeah. I plan on going back a lot more.
Yeah, we'll bring you up to the members.
The members only lounge.
So
Club 31 and a half.
So DVC, is that what's the question you ask? What is your home? Is it your home resort?
Your home resort.
Yeah, ours is
Riviera. So that's in Florida.
In Walt Disney World, yeah.
Okay.
And most of them are.
Is it because it's cheaper to do? I hear it's cheaper to get them in Florida than it is to get them here. Is that
It's just availability of contracts.
Oh, gotcha.
So
gotcha.
it really was so limited here that they couldn't sell any contracts for it.
And the Grand Californian contracts that they sold was like that amount compared to the amount that they could sell at the other properties. So if you hear somebody say, oh yeah, I have a contract at the Grand Californian, like they got in it early and fast, and they are a very elite group. Because right now you could still get it at the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, you can get
the villas are
right
still
now.
for sale.
Yeah. So why did you guys decide to start a podcast? I think you kind of already said that, but it's in my list of questions.
Well, because we were spending so much time there, it was the family thing, like we were there so often that people.
We were their guides.
Yeah, both at work and Disney people were like, hey, tell me about this, or what's the new thing here?
How do I
what's
do
the
this?
New food? How do I get around this? And so we were talking about it so much, I was like, why don't we do a podcast? And we asked Kenzie about it, and she wanted to do a Hidden Mickey segment. And so that's been her thing since it started. It was just kind of like, it's evolved a lot over the years, and it's going to evolve again the next episode we record, because the way it's really hard to put together the show that we do, because it's all news. It's all what's coming out, what new food is coming, what the entertainment is. And so like, we have to be so timely that we miss a lot.
We're not timely people.
We're not timely people. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to turn it more into a little bit of news, but more like just conversations and maybe little games that we're playing with each other. You just more of us instead of just reading the news, Because
we found out people actually kind of like us, which is crazy.
Yeah.
We're on our 6th season. Right? We just started our 6th season last week, and same thing. It's like, you actually care.
It's so weird.
You actually care that I moved from Oregon to California? Why do you care about this? And but no, I totally get that. That's like, we're like lined up.
I posted a video on TikTok the other day, and my audience wasn't very Disney up until just recently. And which is a hilarious story, but there wasn't a lot of Disney people, and somebody had commented on this video I posted. She's like, are you the Mad Hatter, or were you the Mad Hatter? And I was like, I still am. And she's like, oh my God, I used to follow your podcast back in the day. And I was like, what it's so weird how many people I don't even interact with. They're not on our social. They just listen to our show. So I'm appreciative. I appreciate, and I tell Kenzie and Tabitha all the time, because we're always struggling to get episodes together. And it's like, these people are giving us their time, and that's all we have in this world. And so if they're doing that for us, we have to deliver something good. And so we're just trying to always evolve and figure out what the next thing is. So we're going to start a new season here in the next couple weeks, and just make it a little bit more fun.
Just letting me get adjusted for a second.
I think when I was doing like research on you guys, I think I went all the way back to your 90s night.
Oh
video. I watched all of them, and I'm like, and you can even see, like you said, how it evolves and stuff like that.
That was one of our first.
Who's the singer? Who's the singer that sings "This Is Our Trip"? That's
our niece.
Those are the best.
Yeah,
I'm like,
her name's Caitlin, and I wanted the show to be fun and kitschy, and I was like, we need jingles, and so I proposed it to her. She was 16 or 17 at the time.
She was still in high school.
And I was like, hey, we need jingles, and we need something for this, and this. And she's like, okay. And maybe 2 weeks later, she's like, I'm ready to record these. So we went down. My buddy was a sound guy, and we brought some equipment down. She recorded them.
We cried in their music room because we couldn't believe that. I mean, I don't know why we couldn't believe she performed at our wedding and everything. Yeah. Like, she's phenomenal. And every Thanksgiving, she plays guitar and sings songs, either her originals or covers. We cry hysterically. So I don't know why we were like, oh my gosh, like these are insane, but we were hysterical.
But they also they're like really cute and sentimental. Like our outro song, there's a line in there that says magic on Main Street, just like a churro, you're so sweet. And so we put that on stickers and shirts because it's just a cute little line. But it was just everything she put together was so catchy. Like there will be people that will come up to us in Disneyland and go, Magic on Main Street podcast. And I'm like, that's amazing. Thank you so much for even it's so cool. So Caitlin Rabbit Music is her on Instagram, but then there's also a guy that does some songs. He did Our Last Trip song. His name is Cameron James Parker. We found him because he put out a full length Disney inspired album. And they're very when you hear them, it's like you're watching a VHS tape. That's all I can think of. Very 90s, 80s vibe.
It's a Disney sing along.
And so he did a few songs for us as well. And I love them. They're great.
Are you guys on a time limit?
No, we have as much time as you need.
Okay, because I'm like way behind here, but that's okay.
No, you're good.
Because I mean, I love just diving into this stuff, and
yeah.
So, Kenzie, how old was she when you guys started the podcast? Then, if she's a junior in high school, she would have
9.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's funny because she has her own theme song for Hidden Mickeys.
Yeah.
It's time for Hidden Mickey of the Week.
That's the one that's sticking in my head. I'm like, I'm like, is that her singing? Is that?
Yeah. So it is her. That's her at the end where she's hello when she was a little kid. Now
it does not sound like that anymore.
Like but we kept that on there. I didn't want to change that. It's legacy.
I love the family vibe. It's so cool. I don't know. I can go on and compliment but because I think what you guys do is great.
Well, I appreciate that. And the same thing goes to you. Like I started checking out your stuff after you hit me up and I was like, oh, this is really fun. And you have like a whole network of shows. I was like, dang, like this is amazing. Like
we literally cut out like 3 of the shows. We had like 9 shows. We had up to 9 shows and like 15 hosts. And we just, this one that we're doing now, the presents called Walt's Apartment Presents, basically is going to be not a catch-all, but like it's going to be like a catch-up.
Yeah.
Like if we want to do like a Marvel show, we'll come on and talk about Marvel, talk about Thunderbolts, which was a great movie. We'll talk about, I had a Star Wars show. We had it all. Now we have an Imagineering show, the Disney Universe podcast, the Tiki show, and then Extra Magic Hour and this. So and it's just easier for me to make. I do this all by myself. I put everything together and they record, but I love it. I've been doing this I don't know if you saw in the beginning, the gentleman before the opening, Chris. Yeah. He literally was he started the show with me. He recorded 1 show with me and passed away 2 days after the first
Oh my gosh.
So that's his voice, and that's why he's always going to do the opening. He's only recorded it once, and that's why he says enjoy the view from Walt's apartment. That's our outline, and that's everything is hope you enjoy the view from Walt's apartment because of Chris. So
his name's Chris. Well, thanks, Chris.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing ever. But
say hi to Walt for us.
Huh?
Say hi to Walt for us, Chris.
Oh, for sure, man. That's But I got no, I'm not sidetracked. I think since we're talking podcast and influencing, I want to go to that topic now. I want to go to the topic, then we'll come back with the favorites and our tips and tricks. Because I'm sure we can probably talk for an hour about all this shit we know. Between all of us, everyone says, you're going with me to my trip so you can plan it. I said, just get the lightning lane. I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
I did that. Yeah. I did that when I was married and I got all my kids through Disneyland. It's like, I went to Disneyland for my first time by myself in April and it was the best time I've ever had.
Hell yeah.
I was there for 2 days by myself and it was just the best ever.
You just float around, do whatever you want. No agenda, just hang out.
Absolutely. So you posted a video, I want to say probably a couple weeks ago. And it really, really kind of stuck out to me. And I'm like, damn, he's freaking right. And we won't put names in this. We won't say names of anyone, but we'll definitely talk about our opinions. So I actually have your video. I'm actually going to play your video and I just want to talk about it and we'll go from there.
Sure. I wasn't sure I wanted to post this, but it's been on my mind. And I think that we're all allowed to have an opinion. Yours might be different. And at the end of the day, who am I? I'm not trying to be preachy and I'm definitely not calling out anyone in particular. But if this hits close to home, we collectively, as a Disneyland community, go as much as we do because we're people who love Disneyland. We truly love it. So I think it's fair that we have a responsibility to protect the spirit of this place because what I'm seeing lately, some people are turning this beautiful park into their personal ATM. They're manipulating their followers, disrespecting cast members and guests, standing on Main Street yelling at their chat, begging for gifts, talking over rides and the soundtrack of the park, eating premium meals at a theme park while begging their loyal followers to foot the bill. Just, fuck. This is not fandom. That's something else. This park isn't yours. It isn't mine. It belongs to all of us, guests, cast members, families, fans. And with that should come a little respect for other humans. I'm not perfect, but I am proud to say I've never disrupted anyone for the sake of content or money. I don't prey on people's nostalgia or their longing for the parks. I don't turn this place into a performance where I'm taking away someone else's peace, sometimes sanity. If you support that kind of content, that's your choice. Do what you want with your time, attention, and money. But please, on behalf of someone who just wants the best for the people who cherish this fandom and the ones who make the magic, please consider not contributing to what's now being viewed as the ugly side of Disneyland. Let's not normalize behavior that makes cast members dread their shift or ruin someone's once-in-a-lifetime trip. I've seen what happens when communities forget what made them special. I saw it during the end of the social club era. I was a part of it. And I'll say it again. This is not Disney.
I watched that like 3 times when you first, I'm like, God dang. And it's so true. I'll admit I've had people on this show that, and guests that, you know, go do their TikTok lives and stuff like that, but they're still not the ones saying, get me to the goal and hit this and hit that. And like, you know, if you, like you said, Sean, if you want to contribute and support, then go ahead. But, you know, I played this for some people and they gave me their opinion, and someone said, well, Sean, don't you do that because you have a Patreon? And I said, I have a Patreon that gives me like $30 a month. So it's not like I'm getting rich off of this. If someone wants to send a super chat during our YouTube, I don't say, hey, send us a super chat so you can be at the top of the list. If you want to send $3 and say, I mean, you do this, we all do this.
Yeah.
It costs to do this and it's no big deal.
Yeah.
I don't, if someone wants to donate, cool. I don't, but I don't ask for it. I don't beg for it, but
sure. No. And you know, when I made that video, it was after a very, very specific situation that I saw on TikTok. And it was somebody eating at a fancy dinner at Walt Disney World. And in the same breath as, oh, that was a good dinner, it was, hey mods, can you throw a link to my food fund? And I was like, fuck you, man. Like, fuck you. Like,
oh, wow.
And I'm learning now, like after posting that video, you notice everybody that watches this video, they'll notice I didn't say one single name. I didn't say a single person's name.
No,
but they sure came after me. They were trying to attack my chats. They were trying to attack my comments. They were trying to bait me to say somebody's name. Somebody was screenshotting my picture and sending it in a certain Disneyland streamer's Facebook page, whining about people attacking him. I wasn't one of them. But she's like, it was this guy. And I was like, it wasn't. But let me just, you know, I haven't really said this yet. I was going to make a follow-up video to that. Let me just say this very clearly. I'm not talking about influencers. I'm not talking about TikTok streamers. I'm not talking about live streamers on YouTube. I'm talking about a very specific group of people. And they're the ones that are using these platforms and these influences to prey on their audience. They're preying on their nostalgia. Like I said in the video, they're preying on their longing for parks. People want to be at Disneyland, and so they watch these things and they get a little taste of what it's like to be in the park, right? And so I understand why. I understand the audience. I totally get it. And you know, and when you have somebody that's showing you these things, and they're like, "Hey, chat, like, I need more donuts." Like, of course, you start sending those things, right? But it's become kind of a. There's no better term for this, so I'm just going to say it because everything is this to some degree. It's become mini cults within the Disneyland community. And it's, you know, by definition, the definition of a cult is, you know, following somebody with, you know, charisma or, you know, a message and giving them your money. Like, it's by definition, these are mini cults. And I understand the way that people are thinking. I totally get it, but it doesn't make it right. And, you know, when I realized that it was that it was these more like cultish type followings is when people started coming at me. And it's so bizarre because I'm like, you guys are telling on yourselves. Like, you are absolutely telling on yourselves. And so, you know, I'm not talking about just people. I'm just going to put a blanket term because there's so many terms being thrown around. I'm just going to put a blanket term out there of I'm not attacking or dissing on content creators. If you're creating content in the parks, I create content in the parks. I've gone live in the parks. I have a podcast. I have a YouTube channel. You know, I'm not dogging on anybody who's trying to make content and maybe benefit from that a little bit. I have a Patreon. We make like $30 a month on it, like you said, but
congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. but I don't go on every single thing and go, hey, pay me money for me to get more content. Pay me this many donuts or whatever I don't know donuts. Pay me this many things and I'll go on Pirates of the Caribbean. It's grifting. You know, it's absolutely grifting. And I think that it's really sad because like I said in the video, it's becoming the ugly side of Disneyland. And I don't like that because this is Walt's park. Like this is where Walt Disney walked, and you're turning his legacy into a joke. Disney adults are already a joke in this world, and you're just like amplifying that message. And I can't, when I saw that thing about the steakhouse, I could not take it any longer. And I was like, you know what? I don't have the biggest voice in this community, but I have a voice, and I'm going to say something about it. And you're going to find that if you go and look at, it's up to almost 500,000 views on TikTok, thousands of comments. And there are people who are calling people out. I didn't doubt that would happen. And I wasn't going to censor it, because if people have experiences, I've had experiences with people. And I wasn't going to censor that. But if you look at the comments, it's mostly people saying, yeah, you're right. Or, hey, I'm a cast member and thank you for speaking up. Or, yeah, this needed to be said. It's mostly that. The other portion is maybe, if I had to guess, 10% is I've never seen that, which I'm like, great. I'm glad you haven't seen it.
Lucky you.
Good for you. You haven't seen it? Awesome. I wish I could say the same.
Right.
But then the very smallest portion of people were trolls that were like, oh, I don't see anything different than what you're doing. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, compare the two things. Are there subreddits dedicated to me? No, there's not. And I'm proud of that. And like I said in that video, I'm proud to say that I've never grifted for the sake of content. I don't disrupt people. That's the biggest problem for me. Like, making your money, that's one thing, but they're doing it at they're sacrificing other people's peace to do that. So when they're on Pirates, when they're on Haunted Mansion, they're like, chat, hit the, double tap the screen, chat,
got
double
their
tap.
brightness all the way
up, and they're talking over every single thing. Like, you are disrupting somebody's peace, and you are potentially taking away somebody's once in a lifetime opportunity to experience this park. And you're also creating a toxic environment for somebody who, as an ex-cast member, as a husband of a cast member now, you are possibly creating a toxic environment for somebody who's just there to make their paycheck. They're just trying to do their job. And I've seen literally videos of people cussing cast members out, calling them a bitch. That one, he doesn't do Disneyland content anymore, but that was one of them. But like just harassing cast members, abusing the DOS system, which is why it's in the state that it is now. The DOS system is a joke, and nobody who needs it can get it anymore. And it's because every single live streamer had IBS, and it's unfortunate. It's super unfortunate.
You did a story, I think it was last week, and you're in your car, and I was drinking something, and I think you said, okay, make sure you hit my thing and give me like a floating hippopotamus or something. I literally almost spit out what I was drinking. I'm like, oh my God, and then that even got me more, and like, I can't wait to talk to this guy next week. But it was so funny. But you're so right.
We've been walking around Disneyland just yelling chat anytime we see somebody on their phone.
Don't have screen chat. Don't have screen.
Double chat. Don't have screen chat. Chat.
You're so right though. I've seen there's accounts on TikTok that call those people out and shows them doing these crazy things. I've seen your video stitched by a few other people. Like, we'll just play it and then like have comments about it or something. So I've seen it all over the place. But like, you're so right though. Like, when you mentioned the DOS thing, I have friends that have to fight now to get their son who's autistic to be able to use the DOS, because the people will walk up to the cast members and in the back and hey, let me in, and the cast members they feel obligated, they have to let them in part of the time, and then if they don't, they're a bitch or they're doing something like that. It's
and they'll proudly say, oh, I got that cast member in trouble. I got a cast member fired. There was somebody bragging about that.
The sense of entitlement that these people feel like they have. And it's like, how do you feel like, if I get 400 elephants, I'm going to go buy a purse and raffle it off. Of course, because you just probably made a couple grand.
Yeah,
of course
for sure.
You can go,
Absolutely.
And
there was a time where I was standing on Main Street. I was out in front of Emporium, and there was one of the, go look at the comments. You'll find out who this is really quickly. There's one very specific person at Disneyland that is just the topic of conversation when it comes to this. We
probably all know who it is.
Everybody knows who it is. He recently got his Magic Key banned, but he hasn't been banned yet. But anyway, I was standing on Main Street in front of Emporium, and I hear literally at the top of his lungs, "Fuck you, motherfucker!" Top of his lungs in Town Square. And I'm like, you're feet away from where Walt Disney slept in that apartment.
Was he in the? Wait a minute. Was this like in the apartment or underneath it, like by the fire?
Right in front of it. Right.
Yeah, I saw that video. Someone showed that. I saw that video.
And I said, shut up. That's why nobody likes you, man. Like, I was so pissed off. Like, I have a problem. Like, I have a foul mouth. Like, I don't, sure. But I'm not going to sit in the middle of Disneyland and scream obscenities, sexual innuendos, harass his chat, harass cast members. There was a video that came out about him because somebody had called him out on Space Mountain. And he was like, oh yeah, you're welcome for the clout. Nobody's doing this for clout, man. We're doing it because we don't appreciate you being an asshole in Disneyland. That's why we're doing it. So,
another one we were talking about before we got on. I remember this person would wait till the park was closed, would go sit up at the benches up by the train station and say, they can't, I'm going to make them kick me out.
Yeah.
Should I make them kick me out? I'm like, you asshole.
Yeah.
These people, I know that cast members, are scheduled for after the park closes, but you don't need to be that guy that needs to walk up and say, okay, you got to go. I'm going to be the last person in here. I'm like, and people are like, do it. Yeah, do it.
He has people that'll double tap the screen, that they'll send him gifts, and then he wants the viral moment in case a cast member says something out of pocket because they're tired and they want to go home. That's what he's banking on. And it's disgusting. And he knows it. Deep down, like, I know that this guy knows it. I know that all of them know it deep down.
Yeah. Can't be that oblivious.
They can't be. When there's literal subreddits dedicated to these people, like, you can't not know it. They just don't care. And
they don't give a damn.
Banking on it.
It's unfortunate. I'm glad you brought up. I'm glad you shined some light on it.
Thanks. I was scared to do it because I knew that somebody was going to come after me, and they did. But at the end of the day, like, I think it was 2 days later, because I posted it on Instagram, and it got some decent, like, people were like, fuck yeah, thank you, thank you for saying that. And I didn't put it on TikTok because, like I said earlier, like, TikTok wasn't a Disney thing for me. I posted an introduction on TikTok during COVID when it was popular, and it was like a thirst trap. Now, I'm not saying I'm an attractive human.
He had cougars all up in his
women.
DMs.
It was just women it was an ego booster for sure, but it was like there was no like rhyme or reason. It was just they saw a guy introducing himself. So it took a little bit of work for me.
Come on, Sean, let's be honest. Big guys with beards.
Oh yeah. Well,
it's a thing, dude. Come on. Let's just embrace it. Well, I'm big. I'm bigger than you. So
but it was like I didn't have a very big Disney audience. And so I posted this. I was like, let me just see what it does. And there was a benefit to it. One, people get to see who I am and what I believe, because I stand on this shit. I stand on this. Yeah. I don't want people disrespecting my park.
Yeah.
I don't want it. So I got to a lot of people got to see like who I am as a human and as it relates to Disneyland, which was awesome. And so I got a ton of new Disney followers, which is great because I can keep spreading these types of messages, because if I'm not doing something silly, I'm saying like, hey, I saw this and it sucks and it's not right. Right. So like, and I never mean to be preachy, but we spend a lot of time there, like it's our second home. And
I think you've earned that right. Honestly, you've earned the right to be that way. And I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. I was going to say something else.
I told you I talk, man.
No, I do too. And I'll talk to myself. What the hell was I going to say next? But yeah, it was really cool to see you bring that up and like I said, shine light on that. And I'm glad, and I'm sure you probably got more people supportive than were negative towards you for sure.
Exponentially more supportive. Yeah.
I even saw a few pretty big people that are like on YouTube and stuff actually share out I saw that. So yeah.
And I did have, and something that I was actually glad about is there were a few people that got called out for being one of those, and they came in to defend themselves in the comments respectfully. And some of them kind of humbled themselves, and they're like, "Oh, you know what? You're right. I shouldn't do that." And so there were a couple moments like that where I was like, "That's awesome." If you're going to do the work, like it takes so much work to be a good person, and that's why there's not more in the world. But I'm glad to see when people do put in the work. Like, hey, you're right. I did do that, and I'm going to be better about it.
100%. There's that topic, but I want to learn more about you guys now.
Yeah.
So, what's your biggest? I'll start with you, Tabitha. What's your biggest Easter egg, like cool thing that you know about Disneyland?
Ooh. That's a hard one. Actually, there's one that's top of mind that I actually learned about today. There are echo spots outside at the like front entrance to the Star Wars launch bay. Right when you're walking up to go up the ramp to either go to the DVC lounge or to the Darth Vader meet and greet, there are large circles on the ground. But if you stand in the center of the smallest circle and you talk at the building, your voice echoes back at you. Nobody else can hear an echo or anything like that, but you can hear it. And it's very off-putting. We were doing it earlier today, and it seriously echoes all around your head.
It's very weird.
That is wild. How about you, Sean?
This one isn't super secret because it came out on one of the Disney Plus shows, or I don't know, maybe it was a YouTube video. But one of my favorite things in Disneyland, and I'm glad that it exists still, is the stagecoach at the entrance of Galaxy's Edge on the Frontierland side. There's the stagecoach, and it says Wilderness Explorers. Oh,
Something with a D.
Wilderness Exploration something.
Depot or something like that.
Yeah. But anyway, people always think that there was a rivalry between Walt Disney and Walter Knott.
No.
Pretty decent friends, you know?
Yeah.
And that stagecoach was actually donated to Walt Disney, and they had the WED put on the side of it to represent Walter Elias Disney. And so that still exists. It's actually a magic key to Disneyland moment for the 70s right now, which is really cool. But every time I walk past it, I just go, man, that is such a cool thing. Like how neat that this Knott's Berry Farm item is sitting in the middle of Disneyland. It's just a cool little thing.
As like a congrats gift.
Yeah. It was like a housewarming party. Yeah.
And you think about the great barbecue that used to be there.
Don't say it.
Biggest. I love Galaxy's Edge, but man, do I love barbecue.
I said that on the show there, and I think I missed the barbecue more than I like Galaxy's Edge.
Honestly, there are a lot of times where I'm like, you know what? We could get rid of all of this and just put it back.
Yeah, and the McDonald's French fries.
The McDonald's French fries.
Yes, the Westward Fry Co.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Man, that barbecue was something special.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
It was the last all you care to enjoy dinner at Disneyland. It doesn't exist anymore.
And the bathroom at the barbecue had the pine soap.
It did.
Oh, that was my favorite.
I don't think we've ever talked about that.
I think about that all the time.
That's amazing.
It was the only place in the park that had a different scent of soap.
Yeah.
And it was pine.
But also
it
was such a great spot for entertainment because you'd go back there and they'd have seasonal things for different holidays. Billy Hill and the Hillbillies were there. So
that was great back there.
That was a great spot, man.
I used to love going back there during Easter because they would have all the bunnies back there for the meet and greet.
Yeah, Halloween they did that Conjure the Villain thing. Like they had all kinds of great entertainment back there. I wish they would put that somewhere else.
And the petting zoo.
Thanks, Galaxy's Edge.
Thanks, Star Wars.
Come on.
In front of a freaking stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna come back there. I'm glad you just mentioned. I have a question about that. So do you guys know about the bullet hole in the Haunted Mansion glass?
Maybe you tell me your version. I'll tell you if I know.
Okay. So I heard this on Fresh Baked literally like 10 years ago. Okay. So when you go into the ballroom where they're all dancing and having dinner where the piano is, all the way down at the end, because that's all glass right there to when you're looking down through the glass, all the way down to the end, if you look straight ahead right before the dune buggy pivots to turn, there's a bullet hole right there because in the 70s a kid shot it with a BB gun. And they can't take it out because the piece of glass it's like 30 by 100 feet long. Yeah. And they would have had to have taken the roof off of the building to actually, is that the same story?
Yep. So similar. Yes. I had always heard just it was a bullet hole. I never knew why.
Have you ever seen it?
I have seen it. Yes. Yeah. So it was covered by a spider.
Spider. They cover it with a spider.
Yeah. No, I didn't know it was a BB gun. That's awesome. Yeah. But I did know the thing about it being, it's like floor to ceiling glass.
Yeah.
And they can't replace it.
Because I had said, I was like, why didn't they just replace it during COVID? Like we were gone for so long, they could have replaced it. And then we were having that discussion of like, well, they would have had to take the entire roof off to pull it out and put a new piece in.
Okay. Speaking of Haunted Mansion, I'm gonna do one more if you don't mind.
Hey, I have plenty of recording tape.
Perfect.
Because it's perfect. It's free.
I learned this not too long ago, actually. The lighting cans in Haunted Mansion in like the graveyard
Paint
scene.
cans.
They're all paint cans.
Yes, they are. So
and
cool.
that's why they can't replicate it in Walt Disney World, because they use actual lighting.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Crazy.
Have you like actually looked at them and checked them out? Oh my God, it's literally just a paint can. It's just a paint can.
Yeah, it's just a paint can cut out.
Coolest thing ever. Yeah.
A friend of mine, I want to say Justin, our buddy used to do third shift custodial, so he has all kinds of weird pictures of Disneyland, and he's the one he either told me it or showed me it. I can't remember, but I've seen it, and it's pretty. It's amazing. Brilliant. It's brilliant. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of Haunted Mansion, and if they ever change anything in there, I would lose my mind. Like the sounds, the psh, when the thing pops up. Please never change that, because it just makes it so much better.
I'm wearing my Sally Slater shirt right now. I have a Sally Slater tattoo on my leg. I love Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, what do you like better, Mansion, regular Mansion, or
regular? I get really bummed out during this time of year. I actually just made a reel about it. I
saw it. You're like sad. And you're like walking away. I'm like, okay,
it's not my favorite. I don't dislike Nightmare Before Christmas. It was just I've seen it maybe 3 times, and
me too.
It's fun. It's good, but I don't think it's good enough to take away from the Mansion. I love the Mansion.
Not for 6 months.
Yeah, not for 6 months.
No, man. Then wild. So I have another. What was it? Oh no, we're good. Sorry. So back to the bullet hole really quick. When we did a VIP tour a couple of years ago, we had the opportunity, which is the coolest thing ever. I would recommend that to anyone to ever do a VIP tour.
Bucket list, yeah.
I actually asked the VIP tour guide, and he goes, "How do you know that?" Like about, and I said, "Fresh baked," and he goes, "Oh, okay." And he goes, yeah, and he was like, "No one ever knows that, and I can't confirm or deny." But and he's going like this, and then he rode the ride with me and like literally showed me exactly where it's right there. So yeah. But I think it's gone now.
It's still there.
It's still there. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a weird patch because the spider's gone.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because I saw Dave. We had we went to our sponsor Getaway Today. We did like a thing with him, and we were like, and I saw him. I said, "Dave, did they fix the?" Because I was there that day. Did they fix the glass? He goes, "It doesn't look the same, Sean." He said it looks different. So
yeah,
it's
something. I don't know what they did, but the spider's gone and it's hard to see now.
Well, like Tabitha said, why wouldn't they just fix it during COVID? They had 450 days or whatever to do it. They would have given the people something to do.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get into some favorites. So first question before the favorites. You walk into Disneyland, you walk down Main Street, you're standing in front of the partner statue. Normal business, normal typical day for you guys. Are you left, right, or straight ahead, people?
Depends on if we're hungry or not.
Yeah.
If we're hungry, always to the left. There's more food that we like to the left.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's hot, then to the right, because we're going to go to the DVC lounge and sit in the air conditioning because we're dying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are you rope drop people?
No.
No. We are. I put out a
I saw that too. You're like, I never rope drop. And you're
just it's like it said. What did it say? Rope drop is for tourists.
Yeah.
Which is not true. I don't believe that.
We're just not morning people.
We're just not. I'm not a morning person, so I would rather go and close. And also in the past, how long have we had Arthur?
2 years.
2 years. Since we've had Arthur, we hadn't had a dog together. Since we've had a dog, we can't keep him home for long hours.
Mm-hmm.
He's a trooper, don't get me wrong, but so if it's a choice between going early and leaving early and going late and staying late, I'd rather close the park. I love Disneyland at dark.
Absolutely. That's the best. Like 5 to like 8, like when the sun's going down and you're getting that breeze finally coming in. It's the best time there, I think.
When the strollers start getting pulled away.
Yes, that's when all the babies
are sleeping.
Yep. Yeah. Not as many as people coming up on your heels honking at you with the car. That's fun. I mean, that's a good time.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much you honk, I'm not going to walk any faster because I can't.
There's nowhere to go.
I can't go anywhere, especially over there by Jungle Cruise when everyone is in one spot.
Yeah.
No.
It's so funny too because like you'll be either standing somewhere or walking somewhere and there's nowhere to go, but you'll get it every time. Excuse me.
Where, do you want to come through me?
Where would you like?
Where am I going to go?
Yeah, we're all in. We're. This is us. Yep. This is where we live now. So deal with it, and that's the end of it.
Or the fun people that like to hold hands, try to walk through everyone. They're like 5 people. They don't let go. Don't let go. I'm like, you're gonna have to let go because I'm bigger than you. And so,
hold on to their shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're single file.
Yeah.
If it's a place where I'm afraid I'm going to lose him, I'll hold on. If not, I know where you're going. I can get there. I'm a big girl. Keep
Yeah,
going.
I'll see you at Pirates. Literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know where we're going. I'm
We
usually
all know
ahead
how to get there.
anyway.
So
Yeah, we know where to meet.
Yeah.
best bathrooms in the park. I had a guest on last week that they do this app. It's called the Magic Mapper.
Yeah.
And they actually go through and it maps out it doesn't map out your day, but it follows you throughout the day and stuff. And we got on the topic of bathrooms at Disneyland. Tabitha, what's your favorite Disneyland bathroom or DCA? You can pick either one, or the Esplanade. Esplanade is really popular for bathrooms. So
Yeah.
I have a favorite depending on the time of day.
Okay.
If it's earlier in the day, then I do enjoy the Jungle Cruise bathrooms because there are so many of them. You probably aren't going to have a line, but if it's nighttime, you're 100% going to stand in a line that comes
100%.
all the way out, all the way to the Dole Whip stand. If it's like end of night, super late, I like the tour guide bathroom that is at the very front of the park. That's just the single stall. That's the open bathroom for the end of the night.
Because nobody knows it's there.
No,
it's
I
just
love
kind of like
it.
this. Oh, I'm not a VIP, so I can't go back there.
Right.
No,
Nobody
I
ever goes
can.
back
I
there.
am because you are told that every person in the Disneyland Resort is a VIP.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. I'm a big fan. I never use them, but when I do, I'm just like, why don't I always Tiki Room. The Tiki Room has great bathrooms.
Yeah.
Yep.
And because again, a lot of people don't realize they're there. So it's either a few people go in that are going into the show and they realize that they're there, or nobody's there. So that's a good one. I like the Tiki Room bathrooms.
Mine is literally across from Tabitha's. So you have the VIP on this side, and then you have the one over next to Disneyana.
Yep.
I call them the chase bathrooms.
Yeah, well, yeah, literally, they're the companion bathrooms. They're huge.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when you're going in or going out, you're going to see cast members and characters walk out from backstage all the time. I see Belle like all the time. I'm like, hey, Belle, how are you? It's like, she's always just, but and then I also like the ones that are between the city hall and the apartment that are up on the porch right there. Those aren't bad. I like the old floors and those. I think.
Right. DCA has, what was I just talking about? DCA. They have what was it? Oh, the Hollywood Lounge bathrooms.
The ones that are like tucked
The ones right
away
by the
behind
facade.
the studio cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the ones off of Buena Vista Street.
Yeah, they used to suck back when that was
when it was Mad Tea.
Lately, they've been great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Few favorites, then we'll wrap this thing up. So, Tabitha, what's your favorite ride at either Disneyland or actually any park that you've been to?
Ooh.
Oh.
If it's any park,
Sure.
then I would say Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot. Such a good ride. But it is very dependent on the song that you get, on whether or not you're enjoying your ride or not. So my second favorite is probably Big Thunder, but Disneyland Big Thunder. I'm not a big fan of the one at Disney World.
Okay. All right. How about you, Sean?
In the United States, my favorite attraction is probably the safari at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
I love it. I love a zoo, and like,
all right.
Excuse me. But if I'm saying Disneyland in general, it's absolutely Haunted Mansion. I go on Haunted Mansion in Florida and it's fine, but it doesn't hold a candle to our Haunted Mansion. Nothing will beat that.
Mine's Pirates, the original
Pirates is that's a good ride, man. Because it's got great effects, it's got great animatronics, it's got
good length.
It's got great air conditioning.
Great length. Yeah.
It's 20 minutes long. Yeah.
And it was Walt's last ride. So that's why I like it. I love the story on.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Those are like the classics. Like I love those in Disneyland and they're my favorite rides, but I wouldn't say they're the best ride. If I had to pick the best ride, it'd be Rise of the Resistance.
Really?
Yeah. It's just
from
everything
from like an Imagineering standpoint.
From an Imagineering and like experience standpoint, like it's you get the 4 different experiences all in one and the different ride operations with the different vehicles. Like it's a genius ride.
Yeah.
And I love Star Wars. So
I have the most unpopular opinions on my show. I don't even put Rise in my top 10.
Really?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know why. But
Is
I also hate Wall-E, and I only saw the Sandlot last week for the first time.
Oh,
What?
So yeah, so I'm just.
I like Wall-E as a character, but the movie's
Yeah.
blah to me.
Oh my gosh! Can you? I'm gonna clip that part right there and play
Yeah.
it on my show like every week. Someone agrees with me.
Yeah, it's forgettable. The character is cute
Yeah.
as
He's
hell.
so
He's so
cute.
cute, but
Yeah,
the
the
movie
movie's
is,
like, what the fuck is this? This is
Yeah.
stupid. This is,
yeah,
Because it's just showing us what's happening to
Yeah.
I
us.
also don't want to see our future. Yeah,
I don't want to become that guy on the computer. Like it's like whatever.
yeah.
But okay. Rise is great. I don't know. I think Mickey and Minnie's is better than Rise. That's just
I
my
do
opinion.
love Mickey and Minnie's. I do. I do.
And it's got Mickey Mouse, who's the best character of all.
You're
So
totally right. You're totally right.
So that is my next question. Who's your favorite character? Sean, who's your favorite character?
The Mad Hatter.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I have two.
Go ahead.
I love Simba
There you go.
just because The Lion King is like my favorite thing on the planet. Actually, it's a tie between Simba and Scar for that one.
Yeah.
But then like Fab Five, I love Donald Duck.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I got a bag. It's made by Orbit Key, and they did a Disney collaboration. They have a Disney or a Donald Duck version and a Mickey Mouse version. It's their butts basically. And I opted for the Mickey Mouse one because it's darker.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any white on it.
Right.
But I really wanted the Donald Duck one because I love
The little
Donald
duck butt.
He's so
Little
fun.
duck butt. Tabitha, let me ask you this. Being a huge Lion King fan, funny story about my daughter. My oldest daughter is 35. And I used to take her to see the movie all the time in the theater. The Lion King was her favorite. She got scared every time when, Scar would stomp his foot down on the mouse in the beginning. She cried every time. And she would also cry in the beginning because that's when they had the sound effect train that, in the beginning, like the IMAX or whatever sound. Dad, will you call the theater, make sure that they don't have the train? And I pretend to call and say, do you have it? Oh, you do? Okay, we'll come a little bit later because I know that they're not going to take it out. But so what? Let me ask you this: what do you think of the live action Lion King?
Ooh.
Be honest, it's okay.
I hated it so much. It wasn't the Lion King.
No.
It was unnecessary. I after seeing it, I'm glad I saw it. I don't think it needed to be made, and because of that, I still haven't seen Mufasa because I'm like, I already felt this way about that one. Why do I want to watch that?
They made
you want some advice?
Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah.
I figured.
It was unfortunate that they made it a shot for shot remake.
Yeah.
With
But then they also
CGI
added
characters.
in things to it that weren't in the animated.
The one thing that ruined that movie for me.
Please say the
when he said farted.
What's that?
When
he said farted.
I was like, no, the best part of that
The bit.
song is the illusion of
Yep.
farting, not you saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that bothered me so bad. I was like, oh.
I thought the Beyonce song was just like, why is this in here?
I didn't like that song either.
Why is this in here? Beyonce need to get her flowers though, but I mean, come on.
I didn't.
Don't watch Mufasa.
I don't like Beyonce, so that was good for me.
Can we become best friends?
Unpopular opinion, I know.
No, not at all. Can we? I think we're new best friends. Did that just happen? Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't stand her. But anyway, she's the best. No.
I don't think she's the best. That's the thing. Like, I think there are so many other talented women that are just,
and that's not to discount her talent because she's incredibly talented, but she's not.
I just don't think she's as talented as most people make her out to be.
Are we excited for TS12? I mean, I'm sorry. Taylor Swift, you guys hear that?
I did. I saw it last night. I am excited about that.
Okay.
Just an album coming out.
Oh,
TS12.
I like Taylor Swift enough.
You do.
She's going to be on New Heights podcast, which that should be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, we're learning all about everybody tonight.
Yeah.
What is your guys' favorite food?
Oh man, that is a hard question. Can I give you a snack and a food?
Snack is next.
Oh, perfect. Sure. Okay, good. Go ahead.
No, why are you making me go first?
Oh, my favorite food at Disneyland is the fried chicken at Plaza Inn.
Fucking great.
I was just talking to somebody. We ate Plaza yesterday. I ended up getting the Cobb salad
which you love that too.
Yeah, I love it. It's so good. It's the best salad in the parks. But I said that to my friend, and this couple was like, what else is good? And I was like, oh, well, get the fried chicken. They're like, we got the fried chicken. I was like, perfect. That's the best meal in the park.
Yeah.
It's not too expensive. It's consistent. It's always the same chicken every single time. I've never had a bad piece of chicken there.
No, yeah, it's really good.
And I've actually been doing it. I love drumsticks, so I've been ordering all drums. And depending on the cast member, you either get 3 drumsticks or 4 drumsticks.
Oh, there you go.
And I get double mashed potatoes and gravy and the biscuit. Like, it's a solid meal. It is a good meal. And on top of that, it's quick service, but it's more of a restaurant than anything else in the park. So I love Plaza Inn.
Okay. What's your favorite snack?
Oh yeah.
My favorite snack is if you stop, and you can get it at a lot of different places. You can get it at Trolley Treats in DCA. You can get it in the what's it called? Sweet shop. What is it now? Confectionery.
It's like
World of Sweets.
Yeah.
So you can get it at Trolley Treats, World of Sweets, and also the Candy Palace in Disneyland. The peanut butter square. It's chocolate covered peanut butter with whole peanuts in it, crumbled peanuts on top. It's the best snack in the park.
Have you had the churro toffee?
Yes, that's second.
Like, that's
so good. A friend of mine up here makes that. I'm like, dude.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I'm like, how'd you do this? I just looked it up. I'm like, you're amazing.
I love toffee. I will get toffee anywhere because I'll get the bags of toffee at Disneyland because it's really good toffee. And it's handmade. So I love that. But I'll get that. So a toffee with churro dust on it. Yeah, I'm all for it.
Let's go. How about you, Tabitha?
Mine is, I think, a tie between the chicken Alfredo pesto pasta from Plaza Inn and the hot honey chicken tenders from Golden Horseshoe or Stage Door.
So
it depends on how fast I got to eat something and how full I want to be afterwards, because the pasta, you're going to roll me out.
Yeah.
The chicken tenders, I can usually control myself, but the pasta, I'm going to eat the entire thing and then hate myself afterwards.
It's heavy.
Right.
It's heavy.
And how about a snack?
I wonder, does this count as a snack? I feel like it's a snack. The chili con queso from the Cozy Cones.
Yeah.
She's lying. That's not your favorite snack.
What's my favorite snack?
Your favorite snack is popcorn.
Fuck, that is the best snack.
Yeah.
That is the best.
You would turn down anything for popcorn.
Oh, the Disneyland popcorn is just different.
It hits different, man. It is. I don't generally like popcorn, but I will eat a bag of popcorn any day at Disneyland.
Oh, absolutely.
There are times where you take my container and then I get it back and there's this much left. I'm like, that was mine. A bag
of popcorn and an ice cold Diet Coke is unmatched at Disneyland.
That's the best. That is the great. Okay, can you guys confirm something for me? Are lobster nachos no more?
They are, but you can.
How do I get them? Because those are the best. That's the best food. I think.
No, it's not.
They're not. I'm challenged. So
I saw your video. So I'm intrigued about this now.
Yes. Lobster nachos are still a thing.
They're still good. They're good.
People were under the misconception that you could get them if you just go to Lamplight Lounge. They do not serve them in the restaurant.
No.
They only serve them at Boardwalk Dining, so the outdoor up above dining.
Okay.
However, they are not the superior nacho.
Okay.
The barbacoa nachos are far superior.
The Spotlight.
Where are these nachos,
at? Same place. They have lobster nachos, or they have the.
Oh,
sorry, our cats are fighting. They have the lobster nachos, or they have the Spotlight nachos with barbacoa. They have so much more flavor. They have this like chipotle crema. Oh, my mouth is watering.
Yeah. Onions and cilantro, chipotle crema, or something similar to it. Really tender, juicy barbacoa, and a lot of it.
Queso fresco. It's a
good nacho. The lobster nachos are still good.
When you come out, I will make sure that we have a reservation for Boardwalk Dining, and we will go enjoy Spotlight nachos.
So here's the thing, and this is why I always call myself like the anti-influencer, even though like I made my statement earlier, like I'm not dogging on influencers when I say what I say about it.
Because we do have influence in the Disney community.
I don't consider myself an influencer, but if you're influenced, awesome. However, the problem I have with like influencers in like the broad term is it's always like, I got this thing at Disneyland and it's the best thing I've ever had in my whole life, because that's like the new thing and they need their views, right?
And then you go and get it, and you're like,
you go and you're like, that tastes like shit.
You're out of your damn mind. What are you talking about?
The first thing that I kind of did this with is I made a video about at Award Wieners. They had a Baja something.
The Brewery
seltzer.
X Baja Seltzer.
And because it had the word Baja in it, everybody's like, oh my God, it tastes just like Baja Blast from Taco Bell. And I was like, all right, well, let's go try it. And I was like, you're lying. This is a lie. This is all for views. And I did an honest review. It's not bad, but it's definitely not Baja Blast. And so
I would never sip that and be like, oh, this tastes like Baja Blast. No, it just tastes like a seltzer,
Yeah.
like most seltzers taste like.
For real. And so the lobster nacho thing is just like years worth of like influencers going, you have to get if you go to Lamplight Lounge, you have to get the lobster nachos. And so it's like ingrained in everybody's head,
right?
Lobster nachos. And they are just not the best nachos. They're
nachos
good.
Are so much better.
And they're I still like them a lot, Sean. I'm just saying.
No, and I do too.
We're gonna convert you. I have
all right.
So if we go together, just the two of us, we'll get barbacoa and nachos. If we go with maybe 4 or more people, we would get both because I do enjoy the lobster nachos.
Yeah.
They're not bad. They're good. They're really good.
And I'm a sucker for a Monte Cristo as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Yeah. My diabetes loves that, but
yeah. I was so bummed though, because after COVID, they cut the portion in half.
Yeah, they're so small. They're like, what the hell is this?
And they also, so this was actually a really fun thing. This is something that I loved about that. So we'd go to Cafe Orleans for the Monte Cristo. I'd get a cup of gumbo and a Monte Cristo. And the Monte Cristo came with pommes frites, and they were true pommes frites. They were very thin cut potatoes with, garlic and Parmesan and truffle oil or whatever. And they had a really good dipping sauce. But the thing that I loved the most about it, I found out one day that they used to give you these little yellow berries. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what they were. And I had asked her, I was like, what are these? They look like tomatoes, but they're like, oh no, they're gooseberries. And the reason they're here is because they're a tribute to Snow White. And I was like, that's an amazing story. And then as soon as I learned it, they gone.
Stopped doing it.
Jeez.
They've been doing it for years, like since it opened. And then post-COVID, it was like, no, we got thick cut fries now.
Yeah.
You get 2 pieces of Monte Cristo instead of 4.
They're very thin.
And no gooseberry.
Yeah. So the gooseberries are gone. Okay, but at a time, they had a little tribute to Snow White there.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it up with one more question for each of you. Tabitha, what is your best pro tip for visiting Disney?
Mobile ordering.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of people, I feel like they need to still go stand in line and figure out what they want to eat. Everything is at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Figure out what you want to eat as you're walking there. Get it mobile ordered. You're going to cut down on so much time because you're not standing in a group of people waiting for your food to get done. Like, you can get there, it can be done, you can eat and go on with your day. Like, mobile ordering has changed my Disney life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sean, how about you besides fuel rods?
Yeah, fuel rods are great. Fuel rods, you have to get fuel rods. I can't live without them. But mine's going to be kind of twofold because I'm going to piggyback off of what you said too. We went recently. We go often, and we're very lucky, and we don't take that for granted. But we get to go often, and so we don't really put a lot of effort into like going on attractions. Like most days, we don't go on anything. Mm-hmm. We just go and have food and enjoy friends and enjoy each other. And so rides isn't always a thing for us. But we had family in town a couple weeks ago or a month ago, and we used Lightning Lane for the day or 3 days.
For 3 days.
We were there for 3 days, and we used Lightning Lane very heavily.
Yeah.
So I would say if you're the type of person that's coming to Disneyland to experience as much as you possibly can, get Lightning Lane. It's worth the money. You're going to save so much time on waiting in line. You're going to experience, probably twice as many rides as you would if you just waited in line. And it's really not that expensive. If you're already spending all these hundreds of dollars on tickets,
what's
the $28 a day is not that big a deal, right?
Oh, you don't mean the $400 one?
No, you don't need it.
If you can afford it, do it.
Yeah, right.
But on top of that, same thing with mobile ordering food. The Lightning Lane and mobile orders.
There's a little hack.
Just like tickets, like you can hack these systems because it's just availability. Mm-hmm. So if you go and you're like, I gotta get the birria cheese grilled cheese sandwich from Jolly Holiday.
which is great.
Oh, the next time isn't until 9 o'clock and it's 5 and I'm hungry. Order it anyway and just change your window time.
Just keep refreshing.
Just keep refreshing over and over, and something will pop up sooner. I promise. That's not a.
And the same thing with lightning lanes.
Same thing with lightning lanes.
It could say that there's not going to be one until 10 p.m. If you keep refreshing it, there can be one that pops up 20 minutes from now.
Yeah. So
I've seen people do that, especially with the lightning lane ones.
So really, I guess my advice is more like, don't be discouraged by these things. Like get in them, learn them, and then game them. You know, just
we've gamified everything.
Well, you do. You love doing it. I don't. I'm a passenger princess. I don't know anything.
One of the first times he went to the parks without me in a very long time, he literally called me and was like, "How do I place my mobile order?" I was like, "You have a podcast."
Yeah,
like
it's not good.
How do you not know how to do this?
It's a really
he's like, I have a daughter and a wife that does that for me. How do I do it?
No, not even our daughter. She doesn't know what she's doing either. She makes me order everything for her.
It's all Tabitha. I have to give credit.
I saw the post you did. I think it was on the with her doing lightning lane. You're all pushing her finger to do lightning lane.
Yeah. Let us.
Hilarious.
One. No, it's me.
Yeah. You got to have that person in the group. I mean, that does everything, and like.
Yeah,
you got that for us, right? But
right, I wouldn't be able to eat. I wouldn't be able to go on any attractions, and I wouldn't be able to find my car if it wasn't for her.
You're welcome.
Well, this was awesome. This was way more than I thought it was going to be. I get nervous, especially I used to have someone do these with me, and I'm like, I'm going to do this, and but I can't thank you guys both enough for doing this. This was
thank you. This was really genuinely fun. Like if this was any less fun than it would have been, we would have probably cut it at an hour. I'm like, I got things to do.
It's just we just get on here, we talk, we chill, and you guys are awesome. Where can we find you guys? Tabitha, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram at tabs07.
And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at the Mad Hatter with 2 D's and an underscore at the end. And you can find us both and Kenzie on Instagram at Magic on Main Street Official.
And then also the Disney Dads.
So the Disney Dads, it's 4 of us, and we're having a really good time just talking about some
Disney dad
stigma type things.
Disney dad stuff, which is great.
Yeah, men are allowed to like Disney. Dads are allowed to like Disney. And if you're wearing a shirt that says "Most Expensive Day Ever,"
or my favorite Disney villain is my wife.
Yeah, you're just asking for it at that point. But yeah, if you want to check it out, it's just 4 of us kind of vibing and talking about dad stuff and dad wins and ways to navigate Disneyland as a dad. You can find us on Instagram at the Dads of Main Street.
The Dads of Main Street. Absolutely. This was the best. Do me a favor, hang out till after we turn it off.
Yeah,
I have asked you guys a question. Appreciate you guys so much. Check them out. And until next time, thank you guys again. We hope you enjoyed the view from Walt's apartment. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land. Here age relives fond memories of the past. And here youth may savor the challenge and promise of the future. Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals, the dreams, and the hard facts that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.